Good morning. It is Saturday, and Saturday about 7 o'clock, and our guy's supposed to be here to come take all this down, all this beautiful stuff. But I wanted to point out some things on the floor that I haven't really given a lot of attention to. Things that annoy us, okay, about this old house. Some things on the wall, too. Okay, this outlet sticks out of the side, and then there is a gas line here that comes up out of the floor. And then actually this is on the wall, but this outlet plug-in sticks out. So you have a nice flat wall, and then that's sticking out of it. And really the wall's not flat because you're going to die when I show you when these walls come down. But you can see it really well since we took the wood off around the window. Behind this drywall are pieces of wood, because pieces of wood were once put over, it was plaster, and then since the plaster started to crumble, they put pieces of wood up here. And I have a picture I'll insert. And so that's how it looked. And then instead of taking the wood down, because all the plaster would have come down, they just put drywall. So you have, and that's over the top part. So the bottom part of the wall is still plaster. It's still original. And you see how far back it goes. That is how far back the wall should really go at the top instead of bumping out that much. It bumps out quite a bit further than it should. Anyway, this is something that's sticking out right now. This is where the refrigerator was. This is the water line. It didn't get in the way just because the refrigerator was here. If anything, the refrigerator got in the way for being in an odd spot. But we'll have that water line removed, or moved to the other side of the room. This huge monstrosity, I think Kevin said it had been for the furnace. And so that's going to leave a round hole in the floor. And then, of course, the chimney's coming down. So we're going to have all this space right here. But then you get down to the bottom, and the outlet is sticking out of the hole for the chimney block. That plug is sticking out of there for the stove. So that's kind of odd. And then you have this. I think Kevin said that was to the hot water heater, I think. The hot water heater, you see this dark square. This is where our island was. And that is where the hot water heater used to sit, was in this corner. So you have that pipe that's been there forever, but see, it was hidden by the stove, so you couldn't see it with the stove there. And then you have these two pipes here. Now, Kevin said one of these is a water line, and the other one he thought was to the hot water heater, so I'm wondering if that was to the hot water heater and that? I don't know. So, that will be taken care of. This will stay here, because that's the cable line. And we don't think we're going to put the TV back in here right now, but we don't know. We might very well decide we want the TV in here. So anyway, that's around the kitchen. Those are the things that have annoyed us for a long time, and you know, you have to live with it, and because this is a major project, and you know, Kevin and I have discussed it, and we might get to the point where we can pay for everything and we can't pay for the countertops, and we have to wait for another pay period to pay for countertops or something. That's okay. We're okay with that. We want it. We want this to be a nice kitchen. Something I didn't show you too, and you'll see when they come. And I don't want to fool with it too much because Kevin will kill me if I get these floors. Because see, they're going to put plastic up over here, so I don't want to stir up too much dust before they do that. But this wall, they start pulling back the paper here, and it's just crumbling. That's plaster under there, and it's just, I mean, it's ready to crumble. So the walls bowed really bad, but I had an awful time going to sleep last night. Even though I knew we had to get up at 6:30 on Saturday, I just had a horrible time going to sleep because I kept thinking, you know, do I want white cabinets or do I want dark cabinets? And what will look best in here? And my dream has always been to have white cabinets. And I'm already used to these white cabinets. These are painted white. These faces are painted white. And I'm used to having them. And in our old house, they were painted white. And I really like it because it's just, I like a bright kitchen. Kevin and I lived with kind of a darker kitchen for years because that was my bad choice of a paint color. And I've made a lot of bad decorating choices a while back, but I've gotten much, much, much better, I think. Like before we sold our old house, I love the color. It was a nice, bright, clean color with white trim. It looked really, really, really good. So in here, you know, the girl at Lowe's that showed us the mock-up kitchen, she said, you know, I thought of dark wood. She had done it before we came in. She said, I thought of dark wood because I thought it would go good with everything in the house. And I don't know, it got me worried that, you know, if you walk in here and you see white cabinets, is that going to look too out of place? Should we go ahead and get dark cabinets? But then again, I've never wanted dark cabinets. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. Andrew has dark cabinets in his house, and they're beautiful. My sister, in her old house, she had dark cabinets, and they were gorgeous dark cabinets. But it's just never been something that I've wanted, you know? So I think I'm going to stick with the white. And I hope Kevin likes it, and I hope it's not something that I regret. I don't think I will, though. So Kevin just came in the kitchen looking for something to eat. Where is your food?
Yeah, I'm like Guido. Walk in the kitchen, he's like, where's it at?
I had to move it in the dining room. I moved all the stuff out of there because of the dust.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't want us to have to walk through while the guys are here and we still want to eat and snack. I don't want to let them, they're working their butts off. I don't want to let them know, hey, we're in here having toaster strudels while you're in here working. So, yeah, you can see those boards.
That's how much thicker that made that.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
I'm amazed how thick that plaster is.
Yeah.
So we were needing 3 inches or 6 inches. I think we got it.
Yeah.
By the time you take all that plaster, why though?
So anyway, they've texted Kevin and they're at Lowe's right now. I think Lowe's opens at 7, so they should be in there right now. And when they get here and start working, then I will check back in with you. Okay, they've moved the cabinet out with the sink. They were putting plastic down. That's the first thing they did was they came in and they put plastic down all through here because they don't want to get the floors dirty. So I'm stepping on plastic, which is great. But they moved this out from the wall, and there's like newspaper back here. So it looks like a rat's nest, but the cabinet's in good shape on the back. Kevin was worried about the cabinet. It is in excellent shape. Okay, and the second cabinet's gone. And this, they didn't take out the edging here. I can't think of the word.
Trim.
The trim, thank you. But they took out the trim here, and so you can see it's crumbly. The plaster's really crumbly back there. And I expect, and there's air. There's yeah. But you know,
the floor's got all the
But you know what? I would have expected there to, for the air that we get through there in the winter, I would have expected there to be a big hole in the floor or something, and there's not. So that surprises me. But the wall, once again, it's not in that bad a shape.
Drywall came our way too easy.
Did it?
Yeah.
This is the wood I was telling you about earlier that's behind the drywall. And it's on this wall and it's on this wall over here. And this is Josh, and he's pulling my ceiling down. And this is George. George is pulling my wall off. And this is how the kitchen looks right now. It's about noon. And they've covered that door in plastic. And this wall pretty much looks the same. Then I think, oh, the ladder's there, the scaffolding's here. Okay. Oh, I'm not noticing the big part. I don't know how I could have missed that. The bricks. The chimney is gone, and that's what the wall looks like behind. And actually, that light is in good shape. I guess on the other side's the bathroom wall. And so the chimney's here, and that's that. And they haven't fooled with this. They haven't done this wall at all. This wall should be interesting because I know it's crumbly plaster. But this is the biggest thing. It is the 233, and the pipe that was up here going into the chimney is gone. And we're actually going to move this bucket on top of the hole because Chapel can get down through there and critters could get back up. So, but the chimney is completely gone. And then you saw this earlier, but they've cleaned up. They did a great job cleaning up. I was shocked when I walked in because it's just so clean. But Andrew's here, as you see. But the plaster's completely gone from this wall and lab, and some creepers at the window with a pug nose. Yeah, that was pretty scary looking. So tomorrow they're gonna take the plaster off this wall and this wall and this wall. But they finished the hard part. This was the hard part, so they finished that today. Kevin's pulling up this linoleum. This is where the sink was, the counter, and that is wood under there. So I'm thinking that this whole kitchen floor is that wood. And I think if we could get this floor off, the kitchen, we could redo it. It could all be that wood. We could sand it and all that with light cabinets, and it would knock your eyes out. Is that too much for your mind to grasp right now?
Here's what I'm thinking now. Well, I guess they would just do the drywall all the way down to the floor, as far as they can down, and in that time between the time we order the cabinets, the time we get the cabinets, we could be pulling up floor and stuff. Worst comes to worst, we pull all this up, and we'll have to get some other kind of floor and put down, like laminate, which I don't want, or hardwood or something. But you're talking about, we'd have to get a lot of finish up probably, but I'm talking about wood, like real wood. You go in there and nail it down.
Do you think that could be?
I could put that in. It would be a pain.
Yeah, but I think we could make. Yeah, we've seen them on TV where they looked awful, and they sand them and they look beautiful.
That's true. And if we stain it after we sand it, and stain it a dark color, it would cover up any weirdness to it. So, yeah, that's true. We can. You know what? We can always try. Of course, once you pull that piece you're standing on up.
Yeah.
That's that piece.
There's no more trying anymore.
There's no more trying. You gotta kind of do it once you start pulling this up.
Right.